full disclosure, I do have to poop naked as well, so it's weird. I'm sorry.
Wait.
That's just me. I have to poop naked.
Every time you poop?
Yes.
Expert in fucking, I don't know.
Great power.
For the fifth time, it's your boy Sean.
What's up, Wikimaniacs, and welcome back to our last Monday episode of 2022.
Oh.
Whoa.
I didn't know about this.
This is
No.
news to me.
Did we
got
get
one more
fired?
One
Did
more
we get
year.
replaced by two other brown people? Or what? You got two other brown people?
No, I could never replace you guys.
Oh my God. Anyways, I'm your host this week, your resident Reddit pundit, and that is pun intended too, your favorite short king, John. Today, I am joined by the chief of Venmo. Not a single day goes by where he doesn't plug his account. Please welcome Sean Salvino.
Acknowledge me. It is I, the Venmo chief. It's a little reference for if you know, you know.
You know, you know. And we are also joined today by the man, the head honcho himself, WWJD, baby. Wikimaniacs, please welcome Mr. Josh Shell.
Am I the head honcho? I thought we were 30-30 stakes here.
Actually, it's 40-30-30, so technically you are the head honcho.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it's only right for the white man to be up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's the only way we could be taken seriously in the business world.
Oh my God.
Exactly.
I don't like that.
Since it is our last Monday episode of 2022, like mentioned,
Wow.
Oh,
we might as well make it action-packed. So we are going to have 5 stories today.
Michael
but
Bay.
we're also going to have technically a 6th story because I will be providing an update for one of the stories that we've had 2 weeks ago.
Oh.
So, ready
Speaking
to
of Michael
hear-
Bay, did y'all see the trailer for Beast Wars?
I
Holy
have
nostalgia. I know Transformer movies are adherently not good cinema, but the nostalgic feels were hit hard with the Beast Wars trailer. Did y'all watch Beast Wars as kids, or was that just me?
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, never mind.
Again.
Continue. The episode moves on.
Again, no childhood for me, so I would not know. So, ready to hear the menu for today, boys.
Let's do it.
Sure.
Okay. First story is from Wikimaniac. Panda midscore, Monium midscore, the cat. Cross-posted
Panda,
from
panda,
Petty.
panda.
They really wrote mid-score?
No,
were
I
all-
just,
Oh,
it was hyphen.
It's
but, you know.
adopted.
Yeah, I
we
got
don't call
you.
it
We're all
hyphens.
saying it.
We're saying
we
it
don't say
until
hyphen anymore.
it's now the mainstream.
Yes.
Till it's in Webster.
That's the change we're gonna, give to the world. Fuck a hyphen. It's midscore now,
Yeah.
baby. The story is cross-posted from Petty Revenge, where OP spent a whole year playing a specific song on a repeat, so it'll be on their sister's Spotify Wrapped.
Is it that Seabat song?
No, surprisingly, it wasn't, but it would be a good bit if it was. The second story is from Wikimaniac, nonsense_slime, cross-posted from Sean's favorite, Today I Fucked Up, where OP messed up by using their restroom at work.
Oh,
So-
see, that doesn't seem like a mess up.
Oh, you'll see.
You get paid while you use it. So.
Third story is going to be the reason why we get another 2-star review, cross-posted by Wikimaniac Kish97, where OP's ex was convinced that a certain body part wasn't real.
Oh, no.
Dun dun dun.
I think I know.
Wait. A certain body part?
I think Josh got it already.
I think I found it.
Yes, I think we've all found it because we fuck, remember?
Maybe Sean hasn't. He's
Oh, I thought it was a guy. Okay, I got you.
We then take a quick ad break, and from there we go to the fourth story sent by Wikimaniac Common_girl, where OP's boyfriend witnessed them at their worst moment. And then fifth and final story is sent by one of the other goats, Midscore.
Hey.
Cross-posted from Pro Revenge, where Landlord got too greedy and OP exacts their revenge.
Love that.
All our stories today came from our subreddit, r/Reddit on Wiki, posted by our Wikimaniacs. And as usual, we round up the episode with a This Day in History written by the amazing Alex Underbaki of Weird Distractions podcast. Normally I do housekeeping, but you know where to find us. Reddit on wiki.com. Check out the show notes. Support us on Patreon. Do what you got to do. But before that, boys, any comments, announcements from you?
Yeah, so we're almost at 700 followers, subscribers on Reddit on Wiki subreddit.
Wow.
Hey.
Thought I'd shout that out. So we're definitely going to hit 700 by the end of the year. That's super cool. One announcement, I guess, before I get to some reviews. We've said this again, but I just want to reiterate it. We are going to be releasing on noon Mondays and Fridays coming up in the new year. So noon Eastern time zone. So whatever that is for you, we're going to be doing premieres on YouTube starting what day in January? The
January
2nd?
2nd is the first
Oh,
episode.
God. I'm not going to be enjoying New Year's Day. I'm going to be editing.
Edit ahead of time.
Yeah, true. So we're going to be premiering noon, January 2nd, Eastern time zone. So if you guys want to hop in on the YouTube, you can chat with us live there. It'd be super fun. I'll be there at least. I don't know if John or Sean will be. They might have
Hey,
work.
I've been there.
I just said you might have work on it. It's during the day now.
Not yet. I got one more
Okay.
week. before I start,
Okay.
so I'll be there.
All right. So we got some reviews. We got one from...
Are you going to share the one where we hate the Lord?
Well, I can do that one if you want. I actually have...
They name dropped me. I feel so proud.
I have some takes on it. Okay, so we got our 2-star review, which
Yes.
might be our first 2-star review.
No, it's our second.
Okay, well, it's one of the first.
So
we
weird
got-
to give like a 2 through 4. It's nice
Yeah.
to see, I guess. You know, you're being reasonable.
Yeah, I guess so. That's true. I always feel when it's 1 star, it's like, oh, did you really? like, did you hate it that much? Or like, I don't know. So it's titled, I'm not going to say the name because I don't want any hate.
Yeah, of course.
No, for sure.
We can take on some criticism. So they say good content, but a lot of religious offending. This is a review for my fellow Christian folks. I love the content. The guys are super funny. I personally respect everyone's belief, and I listen to this podcast to get a good laugh. However, the amount of times they take the Lord's name in vain has gotten so bad. It's like daggers to my ears. It's sad that they make themselves seem as though they respect everyone's belief, but continue to disrespect the religious audience. You don't have to say Jesus Christ or Holy F every other second. At one point, John said, "Hail Satan" as a joke. I'm sure that they don't care to have Christian followers, as they probably have us all in the right-wing racist misogynistic category. But either way, I'm sad that I had to unfollow due to the direct disrespect to Christianity. Hope you guys have nothing but the best. God bless.
I got some takes on this. One, I feel for you. I never want to make I joke all the time about Christians. I joke all the time about white people. But truly, I don't want anybody to feel like, they're being targeted or whatever. Also, second, I
Unless you're
don't say
hateful.
this, unless you're hateful. But I don't say this like every episode, but I feel like I've said it enough times. But I am, Catholics are technically Christians, the belief of Jesus and God and all that stuff. I'm Catholic and I consider myself pretty decent.
We did the confessions episode, and John was it was kind of a joke, but he was uncomfortable with it. Because
Not John, Sean was.
Sean, sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I tried not to be racist to white people, but look at what we're dealing with. But yeah, like even the confession stuff, like we had the r/confessions thing, and people loved it. And I don't want us as a podcast to not do that, but I just said, look, that's something I'm uncomfortable with personally due to my religion and things like that.
Yeah,
so
which is partially why we haven't done it again, because I don't want to make you guys feel uncomfortable that way. I know John tries to make us feel uncomfortable, but it's in a different way. So
Yeah, true.
But I would never want to disrespect your guys' religious beliefs.
I will say this though, sort of a hot take, and as a Christian and a Catholic, I'm with you. I love my faith. I like what it gives me personally, but I will say this. It's kind of like how you can't be racist to white people because white people kind of just have like a whole system ingrained to them and have like, you can like make white jokes all you want, but guess what? White people still have white privilege and they're going to still continue to have that. And, whether they like it or not, it's just part of our society. Maybe it's different where you're at, but I'm just saying in America and Canada and I don't know where else.
Most of Europe, probably.
white privilege is a thing.
Yeah.
I know that's, some people don't believe that, but it's real. That's why people change their names on resumes. That's why a lot of different shit happens. That's why when certain people, colored people, AKA colored people, like certain people can't walk around certain stores without having employees follow them. If you're white, that's never happened to you. You know what I mean? Certain things like that are the reasons why I personally think you can't be really racist towards white people. And I will say it kind of applies to Christianity, at least in America, to where, yes, there is separation of church and state, but is there really? You know what I mean?
Not really.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, yes, as a Christian, it does suck. It's not great to hear us getting made fun of for our beliefs, but at the same time, you got to acknowledge the privileges that we've had as Christians for the entirety of our country. I don't know if you're from America. I'm just giving my experience that, as a Christian, you kind of got to roll with the punches. There's a lot of people who claim Christianity and do a lot of stupid shit. So it's like, you got to take a joke once in a while. I don't mean to offend. And also using the Lord's name in vain, not great, bad against the 10 Commandments, but Jesus Christ is just part of the nomenclature. Is that
that's what I would say? The nomenclature. Yeah.
When we say it, we're not intentionally being like, fuck Jesus Christ. We're just being like, oh, holy shit. Oh, that's a bad one too, apparently. My bad. But just oh, wow. That's crazy. You know what I mean?
The fact that you didn't even think about it to make your point. Yeah.
When I say it, and I'm sure I'm speaking for all three of us, we're not stick it to the Christians. We're just that's just part of, unfortunately for Christians, that's just kind of part of the slang.
I got nothing. I said hail Satan, so.
Yeah, that's pretty. And I made you do a whole confessions episode. So you know what? We're I don't know, but we've never I don't know.
I don't want to offend anybody, of course. No. But I will say, as a Christian, and I would say this if I was white, God forbid. But sometimes you just gotta take a joke. You gotta roll with the punches. You know how many times I've heard small Asian dick jokes, you know what I mean? Or I can't drive jokes.
So you make it yourself.
Oh yeah. I mean, and do you think that's not after 30 years of oppression?
I mean, that's probably true. Yeah.
You have to roll with the punches sometimes, guys.
I got a clean record with driving, baby. Let's go.
I have many tickets and my dick is small, but that's okay.
I don't know how I'm going to top that. I think the only thing I would add to that is I think when we say those things, that's our genuine reaction to a story. And it's not like we're thinking of it. We just say, holy fuck, that's crazy. And I think we pride ourselves on our authenticity and reaction to a story. And I think our audience could see that. So if we tried to censor ourselves where we were just golly gee, that's crazy.
You're not getting the authentic version of us.
Yeah.
I think that's what's the word that I'm looking for? I can't find a word.
That's okay.
That's us not being genuine.
Yeah. It's not us being genuine to ourselves. And like Sean said, we're not saying Jesus Christ. I don't know if holy fuck, I guess holy, but you know what I mean? We're not even saying that because I didn't even think of that holy. That's why it's.
Yeah. I didn't even think this.
But that is. It's not us thinking about it. It's just pop culture and that's just what people say. And it's just our reaction to stories when they're crazy. And it's not like we're saying it to offend anyone, I guess is my statement on that. So,
and to my final statement for that, I'm going to focus on your first sentence and your last sentence. Cause thank you so much for leaving a review. We do appreciate the feedback, by the way. You said we were funny. So that's
all John cares about.
That's all we care about. Thank you so much. And at the end, you still wished us luck, even though you didn't believe in our content. And for me, we thank you still. You took the time to listen.
I hope you find a podcast that you enjoy. You know what I mean?
I don't know if Too Hot Takes swears, but we're literally, it says explicit below all our podcasts on all of our apps. For that reason, we are going to swear and we are going to, John says stuff out of pocket almost every other sentence.
Every time. Every other sentence, I say some stupid shit.
So it's going to happen.
And we apologize. And I get it as a Christian. I truly do. It's not great, but also you kind of got to roll with it. I don't know what to tell you. It's you know how many how many cultures and things Christianity has destroyed. It's kind of just like you got to roll with the punches a little bit. Somebody makes a joke, you got to be like, yeah, you know what? After
literally the continent of North America,
literally North America, literally Mexico, literally England, literally the Philippines, like,
Africa,
okay,
fucked up there.
Okay, you got to take a step back and be like, all right, I can enjoy my religion, but if people make fun of it, that's on them. That's for that's how I view Christianity and jokes and stuff.
Yeah,
I got. Ugh.
I like that.
Cool.
It was
Also,
a learning
I respect,
experience.
like John said, I
Same.
respect this
I
reviewer
respect
a
that.
lot.
Yes.
I was not mad about that at all. I was like, you know what? That was a genuine thing. They took the time to write everything. They said what they needed to say. They complimented us. They wished us luck. But this is the part that they weren't comfortable with, and that's fine.
Yeah.
We're
And
not
it's
for
not gonna
everybody.
change.
Yeah, we are who we are. That's our genuine self.
Exactly.
If you don't like it, that's okay. You don't have to listen.
There's so much other great podcasts out there.
Also on the Cultivate network, there's a lot of other. I think we all curse though, so maybe find something else. But I wish you luck in finding one that is equally funny and that doesn't curse.
Yeah, if you listen to Lynn's got some way more fucked up shit than I say sometimes.
I love how you're just throwing her under the bus.
Shout out You Old Crime. No, I love Lynn's. Lynn's is amazing. And if you want to see a Confessions episode, she was on that Confessions episode.
was.
So
Yeah,
that was great.
if you like John's out of pocket humor, definitely got to listen to Ye Old Crime.
Exactly. Very out of pocket. Oh my God. All right, let's move on. Man, now I'm going to be uncomfortable saying cross post.
No. Oh,
Okay, let's move on
All
from that.
right,
See, that's one out of pocket shit.
I got to leave a 1 star on that one.
All right, but before we do get started on today's menu, I do want to provide an update on one of the stories Sean and I covered while Josh was gone watching Wakanda Forever.
Let's go.
The story was, and this was posted on TikTok today, and this is December 7th, if you're going to go back in time, where it was the boyfriend having a work wife and the girlfriend hated it. So a lot of people on TikTok reached out and said like, hey, there's an update to that. And it was pretty juicy. So I was like, you know what? You might as well read it. So, the update. Boyfriend has a work wife and I hate it. The real truth.
Oh, the sequel.
The sequel. This is the trilogy.
The trilogy.
All right.
Oh, yeah, it is the third update, isn't it?
It is. It's 1 a.m. where I am and I am still shaking. Please forgive me if I will somewhat be incoherent in this post. English is not my first language and I'm crying as I write this. I also know I said I won't post any update anymore, but I don't know who to talk to. I'm a mess. Matt texted me the worst news. Matt is the other party's boyfriend, by the way.
Oh,
Matt texted me the worst news I could get after everything that happened. I never thought I'd be this affected, even though at some point I thought of this scenario in my head. He told me Amy and my piece of shit ex really had an affair. Oh. Both physical and emotional.
What a piece of shit.
Yep.
I mean, did we call that? I forget. Or did we just say it was weird?
You
was
said
weird. We said
it was leading to that road.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Amy admitted that he and X had been fuck buddies for more than a year now. And Amy does have feelings for X. Amy did say X did not have feelings for her and was only after the physical intimacy. And that was a call out, Sean. They were just texting and he showed her the text. And they usually sexted in Snapchat. Hence, that's why she couldn't see it.
Oh, fuck.
So Matt also mentioned X cut Amy off and Amy wants to reconcile with Matt, but he refused. And OP also asked Matt for permission if I can say this part here, and then and Matt allowed her. So now I feel like I was right in walking away, but I can't really help but feel devastated. Even at the very last moment, piece of shit really lied and even cheated on me after everything. I really don't deserve this, but here's the truth, and I have to accept it. I knew deep down that the piece of shit wasn't saying what really happened, and I'm glad I trusted my gut. And that was a call out we said too during the episode.
Yeah.
I'm glad he can no longer hurt me after all this because I am so done. I won't confront X anymore. There is no point. He'll just lie to my face again. I just need to get all my money from my account first thing in the morning later. And after that, I won't contact him ever again. And I will never allow him in my space. I'll look for a new place to stay in too, as I don't like the idea of him knowing where to find me. So pretty much they concluded everything already. And they pretty much said that they won't read any comments anymore as there's a lot of people saying negative stuff about her. So that's like the dark side of Reddit. But
Wait,
that was pretty much.
Still don't
the
understand how
update.
people are going off on her because they're going off her on the original one too, right? Like,
Yes.
I mean, I saw it on our TikTok too. People have been like, "Oh, she's so naive." It's like, why are you blaming her? Like, she hasn't done anything wrong.
oh, her fault for trusting, her
A
partner.
piece of shit guy. Right?
Yeah, what a fucking
Like,
way to
that's
fucking blame the victim.
Yeah, victim blame 101.
Jesus.
Dude.
Yeah, that is shitty. As someone who wasn't here for the first one, because he lied straight to her face and was like, "Oh no, we were just cordial. I think of her as a sister. You fuck your sister, you piece of shit." Because that's not great.
Forgot about that part.
Yeah, I remember it because I edited it today. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
I don't know what else to say. Lying piece of shit. There you go, guy who commented on the fuck who if he doesn't fuck or fucks, whatever the story is. What's the game? Does he fuck or doesn't he fuck?
Does this guy fuck?
That's this
Yeah.
guy
or not?
fuck.
Does this guy fuck or doesn't he fuck?
You're making it so much harder.
Does he fuck?
The guy that we just talked about on the Friday one, who was like, "Oh, guys and girls can be work wives and work husband," or whatever you said. No, apparently not.
Damn.
Yeah, I think you could be friends with the opposite sex for sure.
Yes.
But I think whenever you call any like a blank wife, work wife, whatever wife, I don't know if there are other terms, you are crossing a line, I think.
Oh, definitely yes.
that's what. Yeah, I agree. That's what I was saying. Is like once you start labeling it that, then it's no longer you're just friends. Now you're
Yeah.
putting a romantic spin on it, if you want to call it that.
I do call my bro at work my work wife. So I don't know if that's, but that's we have no romantic feelings towards each other.
Yeah, I think that's
Maybe
a
I
little
should
different.
stop that. I don't know. I don't want him
Heed
to
your own advice.
I don't want him to think. You've been leading me on for years, Sean.
Sean's like, he's been sending me pictures. I don't know.
He sent me pictures of his barbecue. I don't know if this is an innuendo or.
Yeah.
Want to try your brisket, Sean? That's what it was. Ooh. All right. So moving on to the actual stories for this week. Story number 1 is from user Panda Midscore Monium Midscore the Midscore cat.
So many scores.
Pandemonium the cat. Okay.
Oh.
The title reads as I spent a year playing Baby Shark on repeat on my sister's Spotify, so it would be the number 1 song on her Spotify Wrapped.
I hate that.
It's like a good prank, but also, not great. A lot of people enjoy sharing that stuff.
I didn't even think of
I think I
like,
did an episode on the Dumbfound Dead in the past. No one died. It was just a funny story that I found. But
Clickbait.
it is clickbait. Ooh, maybe I'm I'm just kidding. Someone I forgot what state it was, but 2 officers got arrested for torturing their inmates because all they did was play Baby Shark on repeat the whole day.
oh my God.
And they sued for like psychological damages.
Yeah, I know. I think the U.S. military used to do it where they would play like famous pop songs at the time over on repeat to like
Over and over.
Yeah, to people they were torturing because it is torture to do that
It
to
is.
someone.
All right. The story reads as this. My 2 sisters and I have a good thing going. We each pay for and share several streaming services. It's a great system that has enabled all of us to have access to most major streaming services for around $20 a month each.
Nice.
Not bad.
That's smart. Yeah. Last December, my younger sister was upset that one of her top songs on Spotify was a song that I like and I listen to a lot. She brought it up with me and essentially told me to stop listening to Spotify so much because it was technically her account and she didn't want my songs to appear in her Spotify Wrapped.
Wait, I'm tripping. Spotify has like a family plan.
Yes.
Yeah, but I
You
guess
can
it's
have,
cheaper
like-
if you just all share one account.
Like individual. Yeah.
It's like $5 difference, but yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, if it's a shared account, that's on you, buddy.
Yeah, it's fair game.
You agreed to it.
I told her that is not how our system works, and if she wanted to back out, she could. Otherwise, I am free to use as much as I want because I pay for it too. That's fair.
Fair enough.
She wasn't upset enough to back out of our agreement, but she did make a point to start watching Netflix, Hulu, etc. using my profile instead of hers just to annoy me.
I fucking hate that. Someone uses my Disney Plus account and I don't know who it is. But I'm like,
It's your upstairs neighbor.
Yeah, I was about to say.
no, we share it with a few people, but it's like,
Okay.
it's like you could just make their own account. I don't care how many accounts there are.
Right. Is
but how is-
Netflix charging now for multiple accounts?
Not yet, but I think I've heard rumors that they're going to.
Okay.
But anyway, I always go into Disney and I'm like, I haven't watched The Mandalorian. Who's watching this?
You haven't watched The Mandalorian?
Not all of. I think I watched all of season 1, maybe. But
Same.
Anyway,
Just season 1 for me.
not a huge Star Wars guy.
I guess that's fair,
Okay.
but that's feels unlike Star Wars with the lack of lightsabers and shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on.
All right. When I brought it up with her, she used my own words against me and told me that, quote, we're all sharing, right? Fine. Cue the revenge. My sister works at a credit card processing company and has to keep her phone in a locker while at work as a safeguard to prevent the employees from saving people's credit card information. I, on the other hand, work from home. So, for the entirety of 2022, I would open Spotify, turn my volume down, and play that god-awful... Oh, God, we used God's name in vain
Oh,
again.
no.
Did I do that on purpose? Maybe. Play that god-awful Baby Shark song by Pink Fong on repeat. We're talking at least 4 times a day, every workday, sometimes as many as 30 times.
Holy.
I was going to say, that's a pretty short song. Like, 4 times
It
is
is.
kind of underachieving. You know what I mean?
Sean was like, be more petty.
I thought this was going to be like an all-day thing while you work.
Yeah.
A few days ago, to my younger sister's dismay, Baby Shark was her number 1 song for the year by a long shot. The number 2 song wasn't even close. It had around 1/4 of the listens Baby Shark did. Pink Fong was her number 1 artist too. She was definitely more upset than amused that I had rendered her Spotify Wrapped unshareable, but she did find some humor in it, and she appreciated my dedication. My older sister and I certainly found it hilarious. And the best part, it sparked a conversation that ended with my younger sister and I essentially making a truce and agreeing to relax a bit and not intentionally annoy the other person.
Hey.
Yeah.
You love that. Wholesome.
Good,
Wholesome.
yeah, good
break.
resolution. Yeah, I mean, it's a harmless prank if you really think about it. Also,
Yeah.
that would be a hilarious, Instagram story or whatever. Like, people are just scrolling through like, oh, Drake, fucking Ed Sheeran. And then you get to someone, it's like, fucking Baby Shark.
It's like those tweets, and I'm pretty sure they're all faked, but like every like viral rap tweet was like, what was it, dog sounds or something like that, like something like completely random, and then it went viral every time. But yours is like actually legit Baby Shark. You could share that with pride and probably get way more clout than your normal one would have.
100%.
Oh my gosh.
I'll say this: sharing a Spotify account is crazy because only one person can listen at a time.
Is
That's
that true?
true.
Yeah.
It
Yes.
is. Yeah, it'll stop.
Ah, that's crazy. I've never done that. Sienna and I have like the 2-person
family
one. I forget
plan?
what it's called. It's not the family one. It's the duo, I think. But
I share a family plan with like a bunch of friends.
what the hell, man?
It was before I knew y'all. It was like
fair.
2015.
That's fair. That's fair.
Well, that's way before.
Yeah, that was way before. Yeah, so harmless prank. It's kind of funny.
It is.
I did want to ask John, what was your number 1 Spotify song? We already know Sean's.
It was...
Oh, it wasn't my number 1 song, just my number 1 artist. And I
don't know.
also, I'm going to use this platform to say I no longer support the music anymore.
Thank God.
I can't even listen to the music anymore because it's just too much. It's
There's
too
this-
much.
I have a hard
There's this
time.
art... Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I have a hard time supporting artists who have done something wrong and they're still alive because you're still supporting them. Like you're still watching, like listening to their stuff, even if there's their old stuff. You're still supporting them financially while they do shitty things. So like Kanye, fucking Headley up here in Canada.
People love Chris Brown still. And I'm like, did this man not
yeah,
like severely
Yeah,
almost beat Rihanna to
problematic.
death? I know
Yeah.
she forgave him, but I'm like, are we all still collectively rocking with this guy?
That's
it
not
feels
okay.
like it's a bad idea.
No,
But I
that's
will
not
say
okay.
this. Michael Jackson, it's a classic, you know
But
what I
he's
mean?
dead, so you're not supporting him financially
Hey,
anymore.
when he was alive, I was rocking with it.
Okay,
still,
well.
it's bad, man. Music is tough.
I mean, here's the thing. If it gets you, it's like, I think we talked about it with this Try Guy stuff. You can still watch the Try Guy stuff. And if you got some joy from it
You can't take that
and it gets
from
you through a hard
yeah.
time, I can't tell you what can entertain you.
Yeah, but don't go buy an R. Kelly hoodie or buy like
Yeah.
a CD or something. Like if it's on the Spotify playlist,
If an R.
Just-
Kelly song got you through a hard time, which
Yo.
I don't know how, but
I Believe I Could Fly was a bop, but I also have not listened to that since the news.
I haven't listened
Also
to since Space
remixed
Jam.
to Ignition.
Ignition,
also fantastic song,
I
but
avoid that
can't
so
listen
many
to
times
it
now.
because
Yeah.
now every time I hear that, I'm like, oh, like this could be about a
Somebody.
very young
Yep.
person,
Yep.
and I'm just not okay with it anymore.
Nope.
Kanye songs, even though they aren't having to do with hating or anti-Semitism, now when I hear it, I'm just like, oh man, it sucks to know this guy is a monster.
Yeah.
2010 Kanye and below for me, please.
Nope.
Listen.
None of it. Wait, what was your favorite top songs then?
Okay, I'm an idiot. Okay, most of the people I listen to, I don't know how to pronounce their names as an artist. So for the
What?
longest time, Six Lack, but it's
I
pronounced.
think
Black,
it's just
right?
Black. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So this one is BLXST. I don't know how to pronounce it. Blast.
I think just Black.
But the song Chosen with Ty Dolla $ign. That's my number one song this year.
Okay. Interesting.
I don't know how to pronounce their name. I'm so sorry. I'm an idiot. I don't know
didn't
why I
share
always
mine. I don't remember what my top song was. It wasn't a Kanye. I think it was a Post Malone song. There's like 3 months where I listened to nothing but the Post Malone album.
Oh, and my second song is Death of a Bachelor by Panic. That's my second.
Nice. My top one was Shake the Frost by Tyler Childers. Great song. It's like a folky song.
Okay.
Yeah. Found it on TikTok.
Wikimaniacs.
Most of my songs I find now are on TikTok.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Let's
Have we
move
only
past
done
that.
one story?
Yes, that was just one story.
we did
God
like
damn,
that.
it's a
We
long
did an
episode,
update.
by the way.
Oh, that's true.
All right. So the next story comes from nonsense_slime, and this is from Today I Fucked Up.
Hell
And
yeah.
the title is Today I Fucked Up by Using the Restroom at Work. This is short, so it'll be fine. I'll make up the time.
Okay, I'll eat my cookie.
So, normally, I don't use the restroom at work. If I have to shit, I'll just drive home on my break and come back. That's because I need
That's
to use
dedication.
it is. That's because I need to use wet wipes after, and I need to take my shirt off. Full disclosure, I do have to poop naked as well, so it's weird. I'm sorry.
Wait,
That's just me. I have to poop naked
every time you poop,
in
you
public. Of
fully
course not.
disrobe?
Yes,
Yo, that's crazy.
I like
That's
pooping
so
naked.
much effort.
I feel like we're the basement podcast right now. Have you guys heard them?
No.
Not.
The one guy said something absurd, and the other guys are like, what the fuck? And I feel like that right now. That is absurd, John.
I'm sorry. I like to shit in peace and open.
Why do you have to have your shirt off?
I don't know. It's just I've always had my shirt off when I poop. It was so bad when I was in the military, and like, dude, they didn't have no stalls, right? Or not stalls, but they didn't have any doors on the stalls. And I'm like, y'all see me naked a bunch of times. I don't give a fuck. So I'll be shitting naked in the
Bro, you
barracks.
gotta
I
wear a
don't
lot
care.
of layers when you're in the military, right? Like you got
Well, when we're
jackets
out-
and
Well, we're not when
Shirts.
we're. This was in boot camp. Like boot camp, when after like training, like we don't have like our uniforms ready. It's just like the going like the night night stuff we wear. It's like fuck it. I'm just gonna be naked. Y'all see me naked a bunch of times already, so I might as well take a shit naked here.
Can you imagine if John got sent off to like fucking Iraq or something like that? Just
You just
taking
get
his
naked
shirt
ass, dude. I'm like, yeah.
I'm just getting
Sorry.
the mental image of like us hanging out at John's house and then like we walk past the bathroom, the door completely open, John
butt-ass
completely
naked.
nude. Like, yo, what the
Yep.
fuck?
I just
You'll
came in
see-
to wash my hands.
Now you're gonna have to watch something else. I'm gonna be butt naked in the bathroom. Anyways, well, today I couldn't wait for my break, so I rushed in. No problem. When this happens, I just grab a paper towel and run some water over it. So I get done and reach for the paper towel, and what would you know? I fucking forgot it. No problem. This bathroom is a ghost town. Everybody uses the one near the front of the office. I can just waddle to the sink real quick and grab
no.
one.
Wait, pause. How is he wetting a paper? You can't flush paper towels, friend.
And this guy is not an environmentalist.
Yeah, it's true.
You
I mean, he's
can't
using
do
wet
that.
wipes, which are
Yeah,
definitely
he
not
uses-
environmentally
I mean,
friendly.
there are flushable wet wipes.
They
Yeah,
are
they say
flushable.
that. They brand them as that, but they're actually still
Are they not?
clogging
Are
up
they
sewers.
The same thing? Oh,
Horrible. So
Use a
I
bidet.
say yes.
dude, bidets. Oh,
Oh,
I feel so dirty when I
glorious.
poop without a bidet.
same.
I've never used
why-
one.
No.
Bro.
No, I want to. Not that I don't want to. It's just I've never been in a scenario where
Just
I
get a
could
bidet
cheap one.
company-
It's like
this
30
bidet-
bucks.
I was gonna say
have
this
no
bidet
job.
company. Not gonna say who, but I've been trying to, contact, be like, hey, sponsor us. Come on,
Oh.
our topics about assholes.
Oh,
about
true.
Cleaning assholes.
I can just imagine the
What's
ads.
up? Y'all
John
work with
naked on a
Manscaped
tub.
already? Y'all like puns? Like I've been shooting my shot for like months. You know what I'm saying? So come on. I'm just saying. All right. So I say fuck it and rush to the sink. Mission accomplished.
Pants around the ankles, I'm sure.
No shirt either.
Oh my God. It's
Jesus
like a toddler.
Christ. This is a nightmare scenario.
But as soon as I started going back to the stall, of course, someone walked in. As I'm shirtless, pants to my ankles, holding a wet paper towel. He could have just laughed it off, but no. The guy fucking screams.
Dude, I would have screamed. I
Now
would
I'm
have
back.
fucking screamed.
I'm going to quit.
Now I'm back at my desk waiting for the inevitable stares once his version of events spreads across the office. So yeah, this is why I don't shit at work. Too long, didn't read, took a shit at work, went to grab paper towels. Coworker saw me naked.
That is
Holy
baffling.
shit. You know,
don't even-
I hate to shame somebody, but if you know, lock the door or something. There's a lock, I'm sure.
Maybe. It might be a public restroom or something.
It's probably a work
at
area.
At that point, just dry wipe.
Use the toilet paper, bro.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then, if you have some issues later, you can figure that out. But that is
Dude.
wild. I just picture a toddler waddling across the floor.
That's exactly how I'd be running. So I'd be like, oh, I can't reach the other. We're like, let me just.
A 6 foot tall toddler just get my paper towel I left.
If I saw a grown man naked in the work bathroom, I would have a similar reaction. I don't think I would just laugh it off. I'd be like, oh! That would be my genuine scream. Oh!
Oh, shit. All right, moving on to the next story. And this one is from Kish97. The title is, My Ex Thought the Clit Wasn't Real and Broke Up with Me Over It.
Oh my God.
Wow.
You're lying to me.
Everybody
I don't know if
says and talks about this thing, but there's no
Ben
way it
Shapiro
exists.
Did Ben Shapiro get a divorce recently? Does anyone know?
No, his wife's still dry.
What was it? He said that pussies don't get wet? Is that what he said?
Well, it
Well,
was
he was
about
reading
the WAP.
the Wet Ass Pussy song.
Yeah,
Oh,
WAP.
that's right.
Yeah.
it's
But
like,
then
this
he
can't
said
be
something
true.
like, that's never happened or something like that. What
He
did he
said
say?
like,
Yeah.
I think he said like, that's a medical emergency and you should get that looked at or something like that. And everyone's
Jesus
like,
Christ.
no, Ben, that's normal.
That's quite normal, buddy.
That's what your wife should
Does
be
this guy
experiencing.
fuck or
All right, this one is quite lengthy, but it goes as this. Throw away because he knows about my other Reddit account and I don't want him seeing this.
Why?
This happened a while ago too, about 2 years ago. However, it's been on my mind ever since. My then
2 whole
boyfriend,
years ago?
my then boyfriend, now ex, was mediocre at best in bed, and it wasn't all that enjoyable for me.
Damn.
So one morning, I,
mean-
talked to him. He fucks, but not in a good way. So one morning, I talked to him about it after a night of what may as well have been masturbating since it was only him finding it pleasurable. I started off the conversation during breakfast, starting it up as we were both at the small island bench in the kitchen eating cereal. I had asked him something along the lines of, quote, next time we do it, can we focus a bit more on me too? To which he responded with, quote, why? You don't like how we're doing it? Lord.
Great response.
I mean, obviously, if she's saying this, then
Yeah.
You don't like it?
I think the answer's there, but
Maybe take the hint.
Yeah. I remember diverting my eyes to break eye contact out of shame, staring at my bowl of cereal instead. After a few seconds, he spoke again. Quote, you want me to play with your clit? He was almost laughing when he said it, yet I answered him with a nod at the time. His next statement was along the lines of, quote, you know the clit isn't actually a thing, right?
holy
It's something women made up to make men think they're bad at sex.
It is.
This is gonna grow well on TikTok.
Oh my God.
It's like, you know, when you tell yourself a lie so many times that you like believe it, to be, like it is the truth to you. This man has had so many women be like, yeah, can you just like find it? And then he's like, It does. It's not real. It's not real. There's no way it's real.
The Earth is flat. The moon isn't real.
Oh shit.
Oh my God, this guy is beyond help. I think that is.
Like he could just immediately Google it.
Well, there's like so many jokes about how the clit is hard to find, but he just took it to another level. He's like, well, if it's hard to find, it's just not
It
there.
ain't
Then.
real.
It's El Dorado. There's no way.
That shit was real. I watched that movie. Oh God damn.
I vividly remember the feeling of disgust afterwards, and I'm pretty sure my face said it all because he just whispered out, "What the fuck?" and threw his half-eaten bowl of cereal in the sink. I didn't say anything, mainly out of fear due to his temper outburst. Problematic.
Good.
But partially because I wasn't sure what to say, which would get my point across, yet alleviate the situation. He broke up with me over a text a few days later, having taken all of his essential...
This guy is the biggest piece of shit I've ever. Doesn't believe the clit's real. Has anger problems, and then is like broke up over text. What the fuck?
Oh my God. He broke up with me over a text a few days later, having taken all of his essential belongings with him and leaving while I was at work. His text read, quote, "I can't believe you made a fool out of me. You're an embarrassment of a girlfriend and I don't want to continue dating you." Along with a few more texts about how all of his friends think that he's dumb now because he joked about the clit was apparently not real. So he got played by his friend.
Okay, so I thought like this was something that him and his whole group of friends have made themselves believe, but he's just one
it's
idiot,
just
and he got roasted. Oh God, that's awesome.
I assume American education system has let this man down. Holy shit.
Oh, yes.
Oh my God.
Sex ed, he probably ditched.
Well, I mean, they're
I didn't even
banning
have
it in
sex
America.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh my God.
I didn't even
Yeah.
have sex ed.
Oh shit.
That's fucking
course,
Texas. Jesus
Texas.
Christ.
His brother came over twice the next week just to grab my ex's remaining belongings. It wasn't long before I got over him and hooked up with another guy who actually made sex pleasurable. So
Hey, I mean, you
Hell
dodged
yeah.
a fucking
hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
bullet.
So they did provide some updates, and it's kind of like an FAQ of some sort. So it's fucking awesome. So update, since there are a lot of people asking questions, I decided to answer some. First bullet point. How doesn't he know about the clit? I'm not entirely sure, but my best guess is that it is because he grew up in a very conservative Christian household where any talk of sex was prohibited. His parents were the type of people who believed you should wait until marriage and essentially shelter their children.
I mean, the waiting till marriage is. I mean, you
That's
shouldn't force
respect.
your kids
Yeah.
to do that, though. If they want to do that, they can. But
I did that out of pure choice.
yeah,
Hey, respect, my guy.
well, yeah. I mean, and that was your choice. But to not even educate them or have them,
Yeah.
like the school
To get
educate
mad
them.
to get mad at them, or like to have it as like an unspoken rule not to talk about,
Yeah.
is weird. Like you should
That's
be able
weird.
to answer your kids' questions.
All that does is
Exactly.
repress them and make them feel ostracized when they bring up stuff like that to people. No wonder he has fucking anger issues. Not that it's an excuse, but
Yep.
explains a lot.
So did he do sex ed in school? Yes, he did.
Oh,
Him and I met in high school and went to the same school, so I took very similar classes to him. We went to a Catholic school, and they pretty much talked about sex in terms of Catholic definition of it. I really just stuck to that. Basically, that sex is between a man and a woman with the intention of procreating. They didn't delve much deeper than that, other than covering STIs and methods of contraception. Therefore, they never really talked about the clit.
yeah. I mean, the STI stuff is important as well. But
Oh, for sure.
Like, I don't understand why they are pushing back on this so much. Like, just educate people more and then provide them the tools to go into life. It's like we talked about with the financial stuff. If you don't teach people how to do financials, teach people how sex organs work. Exactly. Like they're going to be at a loss when it comes to and feel awkward about talking about it in the future, which leads to so many issues, so many repressed issues, I should say.
Yes.
So
Do his friends still make fun of him? To be perfectly honest, I am not entirely sure. I haven't had any contact with him for well over a year. However, last I had talked to him, he briefly mentioned how his friend group has mostly split up for a few different reasons. I imagine the few friends who he told the joke to probably still do tease him about it though, as long as they are the same as they were a couple of years ago.
I would.
Facts.
The
All
friend
right,
group
and,
split up into a whole different group where it's just them without him.
The clip finder, non-clip finder.
The clip believers, not even the finders.
The clit
the one
truthers.
Yeah.
The one that reads cliterature, the other one that doesn't believe in cliterature.
It's Cianon, Clitanon.
Oh, wow. And the next topic.
Anti-vag. Instead of anti-vax.
Sean, you're getting in on it. I'm so
No.
proud, bro. I'm so proud.
No,
of
that's
you.
not a pun. That's
No,
just a
I
funny
know it's not
joke.
fun, but it's a wordplay, and I'm very proud.
Wordplay is fine.
It was
Puns are
fucking. It
bad.
was gold. I loved it.
I like that. I like that. Anti-vag. And next statement, trigger warning a little bit. So if you want to skip probably like 30 seconds in this, feel free to do so. Question is, was he abusive? I'm not entirely sure how to answer this. I believe he wasn't necessarily abusive, yet he did have moments where he would enter a fit of rage in which he would yell, throw stuff, break our belongings, and so on. He never physically hurt me, not intentionally at least. So that part kind of made me nervous. He would apologize to me after every tantrum, along with replacing anything significant he may have broken. So that's
Yeah,
You got out of,
Yes.
you got out at the right time.
Yeah.
So where did he hear about the clit being fake? My best guess is the internet. In 2020, he was on what most people would call incel TikTok, where essentially a male influencer would reinforce misogynistic views and claim they were facts.
Yeah. The tater tot sphere.
Yes, the taters for sure. And then last point, did he watch porn? Yes, a lot. And that's not just me saying it. However, it was a type which was made by men for men. I never once saw him watch a porn video based on eating out or any sort of clitoral stimulation. It was always just penetration, blowjobs, and so on. Shit which is just focused on men receiving pleasure. I do believe he was also interested in those, quote, surprise anal videos, as he tried doing so on me a couple times, to which I
Ooh.
quickly shut him down and stopped sex altogether.
Yo.
That's abuse in itself, right there.
Yes. You ain't even gonna stimulate it. You ain't even gonna get it. Oh,
Well, not even talk about it beforehand.
Exactly.
And then
That's
once
just
you say
the-
no the first time,
To do that
to do it again. Fuck.
Yep. She dodged the bullet for sure.
She dodged her
Oh my
grenade.
Yeah, this guy is an absolute, there's a lot of fucking dipshits and assholes on this show, but like, this guy is not good. Not good at all. Surprise anal? I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's
well,
wild.
to do that
That's
in
a
real life,
genre.
it's one thing to like. I mean,
That's not some shit I watch, to be honest.
no.
So-
But even like in porn, like you have to realize that it's fake and that it's not actually a surprise. They are well aware that is happening. At least I hope so anyway. And so you got to realize that you can't just fucking do that in real life.
Yeah.
That there's
With no
a-
consent.
Teach your kids
distinction.
about sex, guys. Teach your kids about sex.
Yeah.
Yes. Be open
Otherwise,
about
they're
it.
gonna get into some weird shit like this kid.
Yeah. Repressed sexual
Repressed
tension.
feelings.
Yeah.
Get therapy. That's the best. I hope the
Get
guy. There you go.
therapy.
I hope
Yeah.
the guy gets it. He needs it, obviously. And everyone can just benefit from talking about how you feel and how maybe your upbringing probably affect how you are now in the future relationships moving forward.
Yeah. For anyone who didn't know the clit was real, there you go.
It is real. So
My God, if you listen to this show, you should know. Unless we have like underage people on here, but also we're an explicit podcast. I hope you're of age.
we hope you're right.
Well, you're learning, I guess, if anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sex education is good. So
I agree.
I
A-okay.
agree.
Texas.
I never got it technically, but that's what friends are for, learning.
Yes.
The internet is for on the on the
internet-
right side of the internet.
On the right side of internet is okay. All right.
Or would it be the left side of it?
On the left side, the
Confusing.
correct side of the internet.
There you go. The
the
correct.
scientific side of the internet.
Forgive us for being so woke. All right,
Imagine
we're gonna
being
cut to
so unwoke you don't know a clit exists. That's wild.
oh god. All right, we're gonna cut to a quick ad break. Buy some products, services, shave your balls, and then that way you can. I don't know. Never mind. Let's go. Ad break. Pays for some products. We'll be right back. And we're back. Hopefully you bought some products and services that supports the show.
Hopefully you found the clit.
Hopefully, yeah. You know?
I hope that for all of you out there.
If you're doing that while listening and or watching to this show, there's got to be
Props.
better stuff. No, there's got to be better stuff.
No.
It can't. Absolutely not. I beg of you.
No, fist bump to that.
Josh, Sean, and John said, I'm gonna have to try to find it.
It's Friday night. I haven't listened to the new episode yet.
There you go.
It's time.
Change it. This is the one time I'm advocating you to
Put on Baby
Please.
Shark.
do not fuck to our voices.
Let us know if you have, though.
Oh,
Good God.
I don't know if that's a compliment or that's a fear of mine. So I don't know. We'll see. All right. Moving on to the next story. This is going to be kind of wholesome. So we go from an asshole boyfriend, or not asshole boyfriend, but a creepy boyfriend to someone who's a little more wholesome.
Nah,
So
he was
this
an
is-
asshole.
He's an asshole.
Yeah, he was an
incel.
asshole. Okay. But it's
Creep.
just, not Friday, so I didn't want to say it.
Fair.
This-
Trademark
Copyright.
pending.
This is from user or Wikimaniac common_girl. The title is "My Boyfriend Witnessed Me at Rock Bottom." So Sunday night, my boyfriend was working late, and I decided to go get some Indian food, as he doesn't typically like it. The place I usually get was closed, so I decided to try out a new one that was reasonably priced and had good reviews. I got a combo plate with saag paneer, I don't know if I pronounced that right, and chicken tikka masala with a side of basmati rice.
God damn, that's a meal.
That
Also,
sounds so good.
that's my order, and also kind of like the intro to Indian order. I feel like that's
Is
like
that how you
always,
pronounce it? Saag paneer?
I don't know how to pronounce it particularly, but yeah, I think it's sag. Sag.
Okay. Saag. Sorry. If we got listeners who knows
Tomato,
like this,
tomato.
let us know.
That's the spinach.
No.
Yeah, no.
Look at this white guy trying to tell people how to
I know.
pronounce it.
Not with ethnic stuff, my guy. Come on. Don't
Pronounce tomato, okay?
fuck out of here.
Potato.
Oh,
So it arrived and I dug in. It was pretty good, though lacking the subtle spice of my usual place. I scarfed down most of it and was pleased with my purchase. All was well until it wasn't.
Oh, no.
Cue like the true crime dark frame where it's like, until it wasn't.
black and white.
Black and
I'm
white.
not doing that.
Ah, damn it. Damn it. I worked from home and had a meeting the next morning that ended at 10. By 10:15, I could feel some rumbling in my gut. I figured I may be in for some gas. By 10:30, I was cowering in the bathroom, afraid of what may come out. For a full hour, I sat next to the toilet with nothing happening but cramping and pain. At this point, my boyfriend was awake and checking on me and was kind enough to bring me a hot pack to lay on my stomach.
Get the fuck away from me.
Right. Unfortunately, the heat quickly faded and I decided to get in the shower to lay under the hot water. 10 minutes after getting in, it began. My body began to recreate The Exorcist as I spewed half-digested spinach and chicken on my feet. It squished through my toes, making the heaves all the more desperate.
Is this puke?
Yeah,
It sounds like it.
Okay.
yeah, heaving.
I
and
wasn't
all
sure.
that stuff.
I wasn't sure at first which end it was coming out of, and I thought it was grosser than it already is.
And then as soon as it started, it stopped. The evidence trickled down the drain as I stared in exhausted shock, too weak to stand and get out. From then on, every 30 minutes, I spewed down a shower drain until at last I could only dry heave. The worst has yet to come, however.
Oh no.
It's gonna come back
Throughout
up.
this, oh God, I don't. Oh God. Throughout this agony, my saint of a boyfriend cleaned the entire apartment, a task we were meant to do together that day, and consistently checked on me to see what he could do. He brought me cup after cup of requested tea, only for it to sit undrank as I realized I could keep nothing down. He rubbed my back and researched cures to no avail. He took it upon himself to purchase me some Pedialyte in hopes to ease my dehydration. And then this man saw something no one ever should see. Once again, the need to vomit overcame me, but there was nothing left to come out. I squatted naked in the tub in a pose reminiscent of Golem as my stomach tried valiantly. That is a good visual. As my stomach tried valiantly to empty itself of nothing. And as I heaved, I panicked, for I knew what was coming next. All right, Josh, you ready for this?
No.
My anus exploded. And the most unholy, vile liquid shit sprayed from me in time with each retch. The scent was that of a rotting carcass left festering, which only caused me to heave even harder, thus, in turn, causing more shit to spray.
Oh my God.
I was caught in a cycle of heave and spray that caused sweat to drip down my face and my muscles to shake. By the time it
God.
ended, I sat in my shame near tears, praying he would not choose this moment to check on me, but God is not merciful.
Fuck me.
Having
so
heard my
immature. This is like the funniest thing I've ever heard.
That's the grossest thing ever.
Having heard my
child.
struggle, he slid open the bathroom door to check on me, only to be greeted by the sights and smells of a tipped over porta potty at an EDM concert.
Oh my God.
I stared at him with wide eyes, apologies spilling from my lips, and then with not a hint of irony as liquid shit cycled over my feet and down a drain. This is where it gets wholesome. He told me I'm the most beautiful woman in this world and he loves me more than anything. He helped me clean myself up and got me tucked into bed, gently caring for me at every step of the way. He saw me at the most unattractive and weakest, and not for a second did he falter in his affections. Not even when I returned to the bathroom, groaning on the toilet and heaving into a plastic bag. Never have I ever felt more love. I know you read this subreddit, Jake, and I hope you see this post because you are without a doubt the most wonderful person I have ever met, and I love you more than anything too.
Hey, shout out
yeah.
Jake.
Oh, yeah, Jake.
OP, if I were you, I would propose to Jake right now. You do it. You get him a ring. This guy is a catch.
Yeah, that's a lovely ending to that story. I now hope the Wikimaniacs are not having sex to our show. Because that would have been a wild ride in the story.
Oh,
Unless you have a weird fetish and that just did it for you.
Maybe.
No shaming.
Change the pace up, I guess. Yeah, that is super unfortunate.
I hope for myself I would do everything Jake did until the end. I think I would not be able to control my laughter. I think I would just be dying.
I have a weak stomach, so I would throw up with you.
Yeah, I agree. I don't throw up, but I just like gag if I smell something really bad.
Weak.
So
I would just throw up in an instance.
okay,
But
so
shout out.
you just join her in throwing up, and
Yeah, we'll be sick together. How about that? At least we'll have shared activities together.
True, that's true. That's a good hobby.
But shout out to Jake. That was a wholesome story. It completely deviated from the weirdo that can't find the clit. So
Yeah.
this guy's definitely gonna fuck for a long time.
Yeah, he knows
so,
where the clit is.
Yeah, for sure.
Why do you think he was cleaning? He knows the pleasures of a happy woman.
True.
There you go.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Last story. This one is from the GOAT Midscore.
Hey.
And this is a pretty lengthy one, so it'll close off the show. So the title is Landlord is jealous of my income, raises my rent $500. I screw him years later for $20,000.
Nice.
In the late 90s, wife and I were just married, just getting started, and we decided to dink. Double income, no kids. Well, not double income because I have no job right now. So single income, but no kids. I'm a sink, baby. Let's go.
You're sick.
Which you will find me naked when I'm taking a shit.
So
You wash your hands naked afterwards too?
Well,
I
yeah,
guess so,
before I
yeah.
put my
You can't-
clothes
you
on.
can't- Yeah, you can't.
Yeah.
You can't touch your clothes with your poop hands.
Exactly.
So you walk up to the sink. no
Butt ass
shirt?
naked too. Yeah. What you mean? Dry though, but it's all good.
You say it with such confidence, like it's such a normal thing.
It is a normal thing for me, so that's why I'm not ashamed to say it.
I mean, I guess so. It's
I
fucking
mean,
hilarious.
Wikimaniacs. There's got to be some Wikimaniac that shits naked too, and if you are, please DM me, and we'll fist bump it. So it's.
I mean, listen, if you're gonna get into the shower after, it makes sense. But any other time,
either way, doesn't matter. I'm a creature of habit, baby. So if I gotta go, I'm gonna be naked. So it don't
I mean,
matter.
hey, I respect you sticking with it.
Thank
Whatever
you.
makes you happy.
The .com bubble was still rising, and I was newly minted software developer. I had an entry-level job
You're
for a
rich
while.
now. Oh, you're rich now. I bet. A software developer in the 90s?
Shit.
You gotta imagine.
I had an entry-level job for a while, and then got recruited to a new city and a new job that paid 3 times what I was making before.
What I say?
God damn.
Prediction. God damn it.
Got it. It was an offer too good to pass up. I ran the numbers, and it was a no-brainer. By living frugally and saving my entire salary, living off just her income, we would easily have enough in a year to put 20% down payment on a new house.
Sheesh.
So we rented an apartment in the new city that was listed for $950 a month. The landlord was a real estate agent who owned a 2-bedroom condo as an investment property. Let's call him Hank Wazowski. Hank was a thin, gray, no-nonsense guy. He was pleasant enough but perfunctory dry and had no sense of humor. He made a point of explaining that under no circumstances was he responsible for maintaining the garbage disposal and that it was not included in the rental agreement, and he would not be responsible for fixing it if it were to break.
I'm pretty sure you are.
You are. You're the landlord, motherfucker. You better. Yeah. He seemed slightly amused by us, a clueless young newlywed couple. But I could tell he wanted to rent to us because we were a very obvious safe choice as renters. We filled out the rental agreement and the credit check, and this is where my troubles began. Hank looked at the credit application where I listed my job title, software developer, and my income, $75,000. For a 23-year-old in his second year out of college in the late 1990s.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Money.
Holy.
Congrats.
Late 90s? That's like, gas was like what, 60 cents? Shit.
Bread was $1.
Oh my God. In the late 90s, this is a small fortune. Throw in my wife's salary and we were over 6 figures in income. Renting an apartment far beneath our means, like I said, dink is the way to go when starting out. I can't believe how much money you make, Hank must have said a dozen times, muttering under his breath. I explained we were saving to buy a house and that we were only going to stay in an apartment a year. We might stay a few months after the term is over. Would month be okay after a year? Hank assured us that would be fine. We saw only Hank once during the year, and he again mentioned my salary and how he couldn't believe that's what software developers were making. It was awkward, and I gave a vague reply. Anyway, a year later, we found a house to buy, signed all the papers, and were making plans to move. The new house wasn't going to be ready until 2 months after our rental lease was up, so I called Hank to ask if we could, as discussed, simply extend the lease by 2 months before moving out. Hank assured me on the phone it would not be a problem and he would send over an extension for us to sign. The extension arrived in the mail and included a month-to-month clause and a $500 increase in the rent.
Jeez.
I flipped out and called him. Hank, why are you increasing the rent over 50%? That's too much. That's more than my new mortgage is going to be. He was super condescending to me. Rocky Moose, it's what the apartment goes for now. I would be losing money by renting it for less.
Yeah, right.
I tried to reason with him, but it was very clear he knew we could afford the $500, had no choice in the matter, and he was going to screw us over as best as he could. He got angry with me for arguing my point, but I'll never forget his parting words. You don't have to like it, Rocky Moose. You just have to pay it. My wife and I tried to figure out a way to move early by putting our furniture in storage for a couple months and crashing with friends, but it wasn't just going to work out. So I swallowed my pride and wrote a check for $14.50 for the extra month. A month later, I wrote a similar check and then we moved out. I made sure the apartment was spotless before moving, but still, Hank withheld $300 for a security deposit for bullshit things that were just on his way.
What a piece of shit.
Fuck me. I would have broken a window or some shit.
$100 for cleaning? Sure, but $300 was obscene, so he charged 3 times the amount.
Jesus Christ.
It's almost what I paid for the broken window at.
Forgot about that.
What made it even more infuriating is what I saw that ad Hank put in the paper after we moved out, and he listed the apartment for rent at only $150 more than we had been paying originally.
Jesus.
Not the grossly inflated $500 increase. And then a month later, he saw the same ad, and then he lowered the price to $75. Fast forward about 5 years. I'm skipping around now because this is kind of long. Life is good. The house is good. They have a baby, and even though the dot-com bubble had burst, I'm still employed. And then one day out of the blue, I overhear one of my coworkers, a senior developer, talking to a guy working at a reception desk. Hey, Mike, I'm expecting someone to drop off some paperwork for me. If Hank Wazowski asks for me, tell him I'll be right out. I freeze and I get a taste of bile in my mouth, remembering how I had to write out that name on those checks all those years ago. There's no way it's the same guy, right? I walk over to Phil, who is still by the reception desk. Phil, I say, how do you know that name? Hank Wazowski. Phil explains that was his real estate agent. I bought my condo through him several years ago. I'm selling my condo now so I can buy a house. So I'm going to ask him to be my agent again. Do you know him? So he tells him, And I'm just skipping around. This is long. Phil and Hank shake hands and they talk for a few moments. I stand there silently, wondering what to do. Phil finally says, Hank, this is my friend Rocky Moose. I think you may have already met? Yes, hello Hank. Good to see you again. My wife and I were your tenants a few years ago. Blank Street. Remember? The software developer who rented for a few years saving to buy a house? Well, this is where I work. With Phil. Hank's eyes indicate he now remembers me, and he's starting to put it all together. We shake hands, and he says, yes, of course, he remembers, and he asks how we were doing. Oh, we're just fine, thanks for asking. Phil says that you're his real estate agent. Small world, isn't it? Hank nods pleasantly. So he was selling the condo for around $150,000 to $200,000, and you're looking at houses in the $500,000 range. So that's $650,000 to $700,000 in total transactions, right? An agent getting 3% on the sale, and the purchase is getting around $20,000 for its trouble. That's a good commission for the agent, isn't it? He asked. Hank's eyes flash, and I can tell he remembers everything about me now. Phil is surprised at my passive-aggressive tone, and I am enjoying this uncomfortable silence. So then he exits the building. Phil looks at me and says, Rocky, what the hell was that all about? He looks pissed and confused at my behavior. I tell Phil the whole story, the rent, the $500 increase, the security deposit. You don't have to like it, you just have to pay it, everything. Phil, you can use this guy to sell your condo and buy a house. I hate him. He's evil. I'll help you find another real estate agent. Just use anyone but Hank. So to close the story off. So the great thing about Phil is that, well, he's a great guy. He says he's a little surprised at my story and has always known Hank as a straightforward guy. But I totally see him doing that to you, he admits. There's no way I could use him now. What a dick. Then Phil's eyes lit up a bit. What do you want me to say when I fire him? So we came up with a plan and I made sure there were some key phrases in Phil's repertoire. We planned it all out together in advance. My only regret is that I didn't get to see Hank's reaction in person a day later when Phil made the following phone call while I stood behind him listening. Hi, Hank. It's Phil calling. Yeah, how about that? We decided to get some other quotes from other agents. I'm not going to sign up with you. And then just pause. It's just Hank on the phone like muttering. So I'm going, No, you shouldn't give him a discount. You'd be losing money if you did that. No, this is just a decision I've made. No, it has nothing to do with Rocky Moose. Well, you don't have to like it, Hank. You just have to accept it. Goodbye.
Nice.
Click.
God
And it was the
damn.
greatest revenge I could have ever imagined. Through a chance meeting years later, Hank got screwed out of $20,000 in easy commissions. And the best part is, Hank absolutely knew and had everything to do with Rocky Moose. I know that was lengthy, but that was pretty popular on our subreddit. And the Wikimaniacs said, I love reading this. So,
Yeah, that
there's
was
that. So hopefully you like the story.
It's a good karma moment. You treat people like shit, comes back to bite you sometime.
Hell yeah. That's $500 and you screwed him over. Like, I can't do math. How many times is that? 40 times the amount?
So you stayed an extra 2 months. That's $1,000 you paid. So
Plus the 300.
Plus the 300.
So almost 20 times. Almost 20
20
times.
times, yeah. Quite a
Yeah.
bit. Shit.
Jeez.
Ooh, $20,000. A lot of money. That's money
a lot
we
of
wish we'd
money.
be getting for the show. Someday.
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 All right. Well, that's it for the Reddit portion this week. Stick around for the This Day in History, written by Cultivate's very own and Weird Distractions podcast host, the lovely and amazing Alex Underbaki. We'll be right back, Wikimaniacs. What's up, Wikimaniacs? And it's time to turn back the clock with our segment, This Day in History. This is the last This Day in History for 2022, so hope y'all enjoy it. This is a weekly series where we take you back in time to learn more about what happened this day throughout history. Today's date, December 19th, and we're taking this back 179 years ago to discuss one of the most iconic Christmas tales. Today's historical rewind involves a Mr. Charles Dickens, who was born on February 7th, 1812 in Portsmouth, England. Charles is known to many of one of the world's best-known fictional character creators and is often by many as the greatest novelist of the Victorian era. By 1843, Charles was fairly established in his writing career. However, by the fall of that year, he was in need of another classic to hit the streets. With some financial pressure and Christmas seemingly around the corner, Charles hit the streets of London to try and come up with a story that would get folks from all over the world intrigued. And in 6 few weeks, Charles would come up with a tale that would become an instant classic over numerous generations. Charles created the story A Christmas Carol, which is a fictional tale of a man named Ebenezer Scrooge, an elderly mister who is visited by the ghost of his former business partner, Jacob Marley, and the spirits of Christmas past, present, and yet to come. After their visit, Scrooge became less of a cranky old geezer and learns that being actually kind gets you further in life. The story was published on December 9th, 1843 by the British publishing company Chapman and Hall. And according to the writings of Paulette Beat, by 1884, the book had gone through 13 printings, making a total of £137 in the first round of publications. And if the internet is right, that would be about £20,571 in 2022. That's a lot of money. Many adaptations of Dickens' original story continue to happen to this very day. First, it was developed into a stage play by February of 1844, and slowly it would enter the world of radio and television entertainment. Many millennials may recall the Disney twist on Dickens' story with the 1983 movie Mickey's Christmas Carol, and trust that the list of different versions of these tales continue to go on and on. So, Wikimaniacs, have you ever read A Christmas Carol before? Let us know on our social media accounts or over on our Cultivate Discord. Also, thank you for tuning in to today's This Day in History segment. We love getting into the historical holiday spirit with all of you, and this segment wouldn't have been made possible without the following resources: the National Endowment for the Arts website, 10 Things to Know About Charles Dickens, A Christmas Carol by Paulette Beat, Wikipedia article Charles Dickens, Wikipedia article of A Christmas Carol, in 2013 website, and a Dickens London Tours A Christmas Carol film adaptations by Richard Jones. And this also would not be possible without our amazing writer and our good friend Alex Underbaki of Weird Distractions podcast. Wikimaniacs, if you haven't listened to her podcast, it is amazing. She is a good friend of ours and a proud member of Cultivate Podcast Network. So if you loved every script that she's ever written before, best believe her content is as great as well. So shout out to you, Alex. We love you. We really appreciate everything that you did for us this year and moving forward. And of course, we can't cap the episode without thanking our amazing patrons who support the show and make this possible for all of us. So as usual, we're going to list down all of you and say thank you for the last time in 2022. So here we go. Let's read this with Kevin. Here's the baby. Okay, just want to give a shout out to our Wikimaniacs. Ow. Vina, Lindsay, Gabby, Aaron, Taru, Alex, Valentine. Okay, say bye then. Look how mean he is. Again, Vina, Lindsay, Gabby, Aaron, Taru, Alex, Valentina, Micah, Yulia, Katie, Blue Reina, Christina, Dan, Phantom Fox, Susan, Free Gnome, Sarah P, Marianne, Miss Doolittle, Jasmine, Alexis, Michelle, Danielle, Crystal, Jen, Naya, Lena, Diana, Catherine, your girl Diana, Drella, Kieran, Risa, Tiffany, Marine, Dominique, Amber, Carter, Corey, Elizabeth, Jen, Ekaterina, Lofty Andy, Carrie Berry, Rachel, Dan, Ringo, Casey, Caitlin, Alex, Zentalo, Sasha, Ashley, Nelly, Itzel, Noah, Amber, Losalini, Sky, Andy, Saskia, Ariori, Little Rosie, Brittany, Haley, Cecily, Ashley, Ali, Michelle, Jacqueline, Shirtless, Josh Stan, Amanda, Neen, Mary Elena, Rihanna, Caroline, Kate, Juice Machine, Christine, Rihanna, Stephanie, Rhonda, Apolline, Renee, Kawina, Aaron, Jillian, Andrea, Kelsey, Caitlin, Velvet Mole, Kite, Pixel, Mom G, Evelyn, Karena, Sarah, Woody Metaphor, Linnea, Tegan, Julia, Sherry, Jose, Jennifer, Carol, Alyssa, Marjorie, Sun Delicious Supreme, Lillian, Siddhartha, Shifty Sphinx, Brittany, Rebecca, Alyssa, Karen, Iona, Alexandria, Indira, Chi, Lani, K, Nate, Solonia, D, Junsu, my boy Alan, Leslie, Chelsea, Elizabeth, Jory, Jordan, Victoria, Tabitha, Issa Thunder Poop, Jenna, Casey, Nikita, Likachu, Patty, Asgear, Eliana, Belle, Emily, Nicola, Roxy, Judith, Phoebe, Graceful Duck 22, Ashley, Bex, Unicorn, Candy, Alexis, Lay, Taylor, Hope, Olivia, Shell, Dia, Hyphen, or Mid-Score. Sean, Therese, Sierra, Meg Mystery, Stevie, Ida. Oh, shout out Stevie. Stevie's very active on our YouTube live stream. So shout out Stevie. You're always there. Ida, Annie, Ashley, and Raven. That's over. How many is that now? That's 166 patrons that I just listed out. And Wikimaniacs, again, from the beginning of 2022, we had 4 patrons. And for us to say we have over 166 people supporting us financially, we can't say enough thanks to y'all. This show could not go on without your financial support, and everything that you do for us has been amazing. So hopefully you enjoyed everything that we offered to you at 2022, and we only hope to offer you more things when 2023 rolls around. So with that said, again, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, Wikimaniacs, for being such amazing listeners to us and helping our dream goes further. We can't say enough praises about y'all, so we really thank you. And now, to close off the show, let's bring the boys back and let's end this year right, baby. We love you so much. Thank you. That's it this week, Wikimaniacs. What did you think of this episode? Y'all got extra today. Kind of had 6 stories today, so hopefully y'all enjoyed. Don't forget to follow us on social media, join our Discord and our subreddit, and tell your friends all about us. We have one more episode left for 2022 this Friday for another Am I the Asshole episode. But to everyone who rocked with us for 2022, thank you so much. We are so excited for 2023, and hopefully we have bigger and better things planned for y'all. But stick around and
like how you're like, hopefully we have bigger and better things. Like we don't have the control over it.
Hopefully, because we could, I don't know.
John's like, I hope you guys thought of something.
I know, because I have nothing. Y'all got suggestions for us?
Oh, I got a couple.
We got a couple.
Yeah.
But thank you so much, Wikimaniacs. This has been an awesome 2022.
Crazy year.
Yeah. Find the clit for Christmas or whatever holiday you're celebrating.
That should be a new holiday. Cliffmas.
Happy Clipmas.
Happy Clipmas. Oh my god! See, y'all can play with Clipmas and Jingle Balls or something, because everyone likes your Jingle Balls for the Manscaped ads, John.
Yeah, Manscaped killed it with that script. Okay,
I liked it. I should. Can I work for y'all?
You probably could. Honestly,
I can write those for fun.
Yeah, you could.
Oh shit! All right, well that's it, Wikimaniacs. We'll see you this Friday. Love y'all.
Bye. Expert in fucking, I don't know.
Great power.
For the 5th time, it's your boy Sean.